So let's give Bill Haney, man. We got Bill Haney called into the show, guys. Let's give Dollar Bill, man, a round of
Hey,
applause, man. Give a round of applause, Bill.
hey.
Bill, I had to ask you a question, man.
Listen,
I got
before let me tell everybody thank you. First of all, thank you, Coach.
Mm.
You're doing an amazing job. Your audience is growing. I'm watching. You know what I mean? And I'm a big fan of everybody that's putting this energy towards this boxing.
Mm.
I know you got a set of rules that dictate who's who and who's Bill. You know what I mean? To me, I haven't been so strict. I've been a little bit more understanding because of who I done got the game from at the top of it. So I've been a little bit more time, and I've been a little bit more patient, I should say, with them coming around. But thank God on December the 9th, we have an opportunity for Devin to be a 2-division world champion, Coach. 2-division world champion, and he's fighting arguably the toughest fighter at 140. A fighter that nobody wanted to fight. Nobody was raising their hands to fight.
Mm.
So to pick up that to pick that kind of guy and to say he's the perfect guy to go home for you to show up and show out of in front of a great hometown crowd. To not only dispel the rumors and all the misconceptions that the fans wouldn't come out. Because I'm telling you, Coach, they came out in droves. They came out in a way, Coach, that I don't care what celebrity you are and who you are, we don't have a ticket for you. You know what I mean? I don't care how important, because one thing that we put them on there for the people, because they said that the people wasn't going to come and get them, and I'm talking about they flew off the shelves. Right now, my mom, my auntie has a friend been doing her hair for the last 40 years. I can't get a ticket for her close. So I called, and I'm looking around, and they say, you know what? We got a folding chair in the hallway, and she can just listen. I said, the business is cold, ain't it?
So, so Bill, so are you saying that this fight between Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is sold out at the moment?
I'm saying, listen, we opening up sections that wasn't never even open to boxing. This is the biggest event in Northern California. There's been no boxing event that has ever sold these amount of seats. It's record breaking. He's trailblazing. He's bushwhacking.
What's the number?
There are no seats. There are no seats. It's over 14,000 seats, 15,000 seats. We have sold 10,000 a week before the week going into fight week. You know what I mean? It was already, put it this way, it's very limited select seating, and it's at the top. It's at the top. You know, I told everybody, I said, come on and grab a ticket. And unfortunately for now, when you go get it, it's twice the cost. Because they buying them. They didn't buy them. It's no seats.
So
seats, Coach.
So there's no seats, right? So let me ask you this, Bill. As it relates to Regis Prograis, I had Coach Evans on about a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna be transparent with you. He said that he felt like that, you guys have been very, very disrespectful to Regis. He's the champ, this and that. Regis has a chip on his shoulder. I think you guys are expecting the best version of Regis Prograis. He also said that he felt like that, because you guys think it's sweet over there because you saw Regis have a bad performance against Zorilla. That hey, this is why Devin picked him, and they think it's going to be a walk in the park. What say you about that? About the perceived disrespect that Team Regis is feeling in this fight, and him being the champion and stuff. How do you feel about that? What say you about that?
Well, yeah, they're supposed to feel disrespected because we disrespected them by calling them out, giving them the biggest paycheck that they ever had to come up in front of a crowd that once he said that the hometown jitters caused him a bad performance in his last fight. So to dispel anything, he said, well, we ain't going to go home with you since you can't fight at home, so we're going to bring you home to us. Well, maybe you'll feel a little bit better. Maybe you might perform a little bit better as if he needed that. I mean, he hit the boy with one shot, he dropped him, he just didn't get back up on him. So, in every fight, he either drops his man, staggers him, knocks him out, or hurts him really bad. So it's very, very disrespectful for a 24-year-old guy to call you out and tell you that I'm going to take you home, and I'm going to take you home as a champion, beat you up as a challenger. That's very disrespectful. Devin has been extremely disrespectful to the entire lightweight division by saying that he's going to become undisputed champion, the first undisputed champion in the four-belt era. the first undisputed champion since Pernell Whitaker, over 20-some years. I think it's very disrespectful. I think it's very disrespectful that you decide that you're going to go up in your first fight and pick this kind of guy. See, you've been disrespectful. And through that disrespect, we found greatness. We found that, listen, the people don't want it no other way. You see what I'm saying? The people don't want it no other way. And I'll tell you this, one more thing, and I'll tell you this. We dispelled that myth that two brothers couldn't get it on this early in their career. You know, because one thing that they said, it was a formula and a recipe was a brother and Hispanic, a brother and, a Latino, brother and, a European, a brother and anybody else other than a brother. But guess what? We dispelled that because we just sold out. There's two brothers getting it on Saturday. And I encourage you to support it. If you ever believe that two guys got what it takes, right? Because they ain't going to never bite. If you listen to their narrative that two brothers don't sell, you'll never see another. And you'll never see another pair. And I'm talking about when you got a Shakur and a Tank. You got a Devin in the Tank. I'm glad. I'm
glad you brought up Shakur. Of course, we did see Shakur's performance against Edwin De Los Santos, and I know a lot of these guys do a lot of tweeting back and forth on Twitter. For clarity purposes, can you summarize this here? When Devin Haney was at 135, we know he just gave his belts up, right? But when he was at 135,
before he gave it up, before he gave
the belt up. I want to ask you this: before he gave the belt up, Regis Prograis, but Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, they seem to be friends. They've been knowing each other for a long time. You've been knowing Shakur since he was a kid, and vice versa, right? So, what I didn't understand was this: why did when Devin Haney was celebrating his victory over Lomachenko in Houston, why did Shakur Stevenson send over a bottle girl with the sign say sign the contract and hinting that he's trying to make a fight with Haney? Why did he do that when they was friends? He could just call him on the phone and talk to him, and they can work it out. Why did he do that?
There's no contract on the table, and sometimes you take your friendship for granted that you can do something to a friend and you think that you're going to be forgiven. You think that the people, and maybe Devin would have forgiven him, but with all the hard work and everything that we done put in with the people, right? I came out and said that it was a publicity stunt because each time he hits Devin behind the scenes and say, it's all business, or he say that, they made me do it. He said something else other than actually let's negotiate for a fight. You know what I mean? That's why it came out publicly instead of it being privately. And what I owe to the people, I just owe to tell you the truth. Everybody has good days and bad days. Some people don't want to fight. Some people want to get married. Some people want to have kids. Some people want to start a business. So it's okay to take a break from whatever you're doing. If you're doing it and you say that you're the best, then you're going to be put to the test. And I think Devin has continually said that he's the best. He's accepted the test. And you know what I mean? And he ain't ducked the rest. When Shakur got an opportunity, he wanted an opportunity. He wanted a payday, and he wanted leverage. He wanted so much. He wanted to win outside the ring with public ridicule and all the other stuff instead of being a friend and saying, you know what I mean? Let's go have some coffee. You know what I mean? And let's iron this out. Let's make this happen. Just like we said that we were going to do all along.
What about okay, so if Devin Haney is victorious against Regis Prograis this weekend, if he's victorious,
inshallah.
And inshallah, if he's victorious against Regis Prograis, does he plan on going after the Puerto Rican assassin Subriel Matias for the IBF title?
Listen, I've been hearing a lot about the Puerto Rican assassin of a late, and I've never seen Devin not go for anybody that the people were clamoring for. So the Puerto Rican assassin, right? Shout out to him and Coach Panda doing an amazing job because I just found out that Panda was in the corner. So I know with Subriel Matias, he's not only a puncher, but he's also cerebral by the team that he's assembled. You see what I mean? But I would be remiss and I wouldn't be doing my due diligence to look directly at Regis Prograis out of New Orleans, Louisiana. That, when the New Orleans Katrina happened and you see on the documentary, he said he wanted his face. Every guy I seen that came out of New Orleans was what had that grit and grind. And the minute when you could hear him talk, you know that it wasn't going to be no walkover. So we accepted, we accepted being in the position that we are. We're keeping that chip on our shoulder. So we invited Mr. Regis Prograis to the Bay for his biggest fight. And like I said, and I believe that he's taking it as disrespect that a fighter shouldn't pull up on him like that. But
Okay.
you know what he did? He put his foot in his mouth because he said, Devin, that he was the toughest task. He said that everybody else was easier and the Devin was between a rock and a hard place. And you know who answered? You know who said something when he said that? Devin. Nobody else said, oh, well, I'll fuck you up, Regis, for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody. They let him say it. They let him get away with it. So I said that we got a warrant out for Mr. Regis Prograis. We just had to find the execution date and place.
So, Bill, is that a yes or a no about the Puerto Rican assassin? If you get by Regis Prograis, you saying that do y'all want to smoke with the Puerto Rican assassin?
No, what I'm saying is we want, absolutely. Listen, I don't see anything in the Puerto Rican assassin that doesn't bring out that special thing in Devin, that Devin rises to another level. Mm. What I'm saying is that we will visit after we handle him. One thing that I can't do is the Puerto Rican assassin team show up and take another fight that's available because remember, the Puerto Rican assassin is now the new guard dog for Tank Davis and the rest of them. Just like Shakur was the guard dog, just like Teofimo. You know, see, they send the Devin Haney haters and distractors and Tank fans. They keep putting people in front of people. You see what I'm saying? That's why when you had the four kings and Lomachenko, when we checked the business with Lomachenko, right? We checked the business even though Lomachenko was on Tank's helmet. You know what I'm saying? So we checked the business with him. We do the Cambosos. Cambosos had knocked off one of the kings and Teofimo Lopez. We offered Shakur Stevenson the fight, and we was available for Tank Davis. You see what I'm saying? So when do we? You know what I mean? When are we in a position of that you're saying is that those big fights aren't on the table, and then you weigh out the big fight and which one is bigger and the bigger opportunity, and then you pursue that. That's what I'm thinking.
Bill, you know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. The perfect fight for me at 140 for Dev, if he's able to get by Regis Prograis, which I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like that's y'all gonna have hell in your hands with Regis Prograis. You know, I'm gonna give you the breakdown how I see the fight happening. I know you're the trainer and stuff like that, but I'm gonna give you the breakdown. But the fight I would love to see, to be fair, 140, because of the history that you guys have, Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. And the reason why I want to see that,
the ultimate grudge match.
The reason why I want to see that, because I want to see you and T Diddy. I like to call T.O. Senior T Diddy. You know, Dollar Bill and T Diddy. The lead up, the trash talk. You know, what the two fathers bring to the table. I just think, man, that for me, that's a fight. That's a fight, man. You listen, y'all got to make that happen.
Listen,
if you can get by, if you can get by Regis, y'all got to make that happen, bro. Y'all got to make that happen.
Well, like I said, I don't want all of us are tantalizing matchups. You know what I mean? And they all have their pluses. What I don't want to do is come on and rule something out. And do a disservice to Dev. What I want to do is, and I want to say is that if and when, inshallah, Devin handles his business with Regis Prograis, after handling Lomachenko, after so on and so forth, but there's nobody on the planet can fuck with him. Like anywhere though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the confidence that we're at. We're at the table. We know that ain't nobody been calling for these guys. You bring on new guys, you just bring on new guys that ain't been battle tested. Devin is battle tested. We ain't tripping. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say goofy shit either, you know. Right. But the same fans, the same black people, you know what I mean? Are you gonna put Tank in an advantageous place and salute and raise him while diminishing Dev and dropping Dev down to a subservient slavery position? Are you going to, you know what I mean? Are you gonna push our generation back 10 years because you stuck 5 years ahead of when the king came out? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the one came 5 years before the real king, and that's Devin the Dream. You see what I'm saying? So I know that y'all done been on Tank and y'all done ride with him. I love you. I love the way you ride suppress. But guess what? It's a new sheriff in town, and he ain't gonna let no mistreatment happen to Superman. I'm talking about Devin the Dream Haney.
Do you feel, hey Bill, do you feel that there's a double standard as it relates to how boxing fans online treat Tank versus a Devin Haney? It seems as though Dev gets a little bit.
Tank don't publicly. Yeah, because boxing is a man's sport, and Tank publicly don't have a dad. So if me and Devin win, that goes directly to the couch potatoes that's sitting there looking at their kids and not fucking paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, you can go and the stars in your house, man. You and your kids can go to the top with this shit. They talk about, oh, that's not the story. No, and most of the people that's typing got kids, or they are, of course, they're kids to other parents. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them down. Don't let them down, man. You see what I'm saying? We didn't work to get in this position to fight. We only fight to be a great dance partner. Your whole fight is that we're not the great dance partner. That's why y'all got piss on top of your head and you acting like it's rain.
So what would it take for a Devin Haney and a Tank Davis fight to happen? We know that Tank is the A side, and you know what he says goes and all that stuff.
We don't know a motherfucking thing. We don't know a motherfucking thing. One thing that we know, we sell out arenas and they give out tickets. You know what I'm talking about? So you can make it big, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, but we don't know how big you are, you know what I mean, if you're not fighting for legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because the history books don't never remember a nigga that just checked money. They remember a nigga, how did you do it when you checked money? And we checking it viciously. Yeah, we checking it viciously, legacy-wise and everything else. So money and all that shit, man, miss me with that. You know what I mean? We know who you are. You made some money. No, you can't go to the record books and say the money. There's no money. All right, if TV is in the record books for the money, then who else is in the record book? And why did you stop there? Give me the top 25. Give me the 30. Give me 50. Give me 100. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't. The record don't do that. Because what you do when you become champion, some people become champion, and it means become a person of the world, a peaceful person, and don't necessarily become the money. So you can't say now, well, it's pride. You said, yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it was bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It was bigger than that. You can't dictate. One thing that you can dictate, whether or not you're the best. And that's what the best fighting the best means. But when you say that you can't fight the best, and you tell the people they're not the best because they don't sell tickets, which we sold out a stadium with George, we sold out another arena, we sold out an arena with Loma, sold out arena, and then we go sell another arena with Regis. Damn, who done it and who we doing it with? Because none of them sold out arenas before they met us.
So are you saying? So,
but when you meet them.
Are you saying that there's a double standard from a criteria standpoint? It's like some fighters, they have to do more in order to get the love and the respect from the people, but other fighters don't have to.
Most of the black people, listen, most of the black people defending the narrative and rhyme with the narrative that he's the face of boxing, but he's never fought a black person. So how, if you're the face of boxing, you represent never fighting a black person, ever getting another black person an opportunity? But y'all want to tell us that we holding the belt. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. We hold belts, but you hold the opportunity that you're saying the best, but no black fighter can fight you.
You know, this ain't the 80s. This ain't, you know, in the 80s and 90s, the black fighters fought each other. In today's time, you know, like what I'm seeing is you have a close relationship with Floyd Mayweather. You and Devin, Tank has, Shakur have. But I think everybody have different understandings of Floyd. Like you talk about money, ticket sales. That's what Booger Ray Leonard Ellaby. That's what they're gonna say. Hey man, we selling out. Tank's a star. He's a bigger star than Dev. You got to do A, B, C, and D. It's like they're doing the Money Mayweather thing. The Money Mayweather blueprint.
This is what you do. No, that's you run out of this. Is Gamboa was a champion. Jorge Linares was a champion. Joe Diaz was a champion. Cambosos was a champion. Lomachenko was a champion. Regis Prograis was a champion. You know what I'm saying? So, you get out of that shit. Well, what are you talking about? The belts don't matter. The champions don't matter. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Listen, I don't like niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this. I don't pick a nigga and then say because you look a certain way or because you didn't have a father or you did have a father. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you wear jewelry or because you don't wear jewelry. Because of what the fuck ever. They say Devin and him got the same swag. He's 5 years older and all the young niggas just like that. But black people, ignorant niggas, not niggas, ignorant niggers, they gonna come and say, look at him. He's dressing like the house nigga. The one that they take care of, the kept up one, he dressed just like him, huh? He's trying to be him. You
Yeah.
stupid fool.
Yeah, it's amazing
You
you say
dumb
that,
fool.
because
That's fashion.
that was my next question, because you have a lot of people online, who may be supporters of Tank Davis, say that, hey, Devin is trying to be like Tank. You want to have diamonds in his mouth like Tank. He wants to dress like Tank.
They love it.
He wants to be light
You
skinned
know they
like
love it.
Tank. He wants to buy Rolls Royce like Tank. Does Devin Haney feel, is he trying to be like Tank Davis?
Man, listen, nigga, it's hard as a motherfucker to be light-skinned anyway in this motherfucking world against black people, white people, and alike. I'm light-skinned. It's hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard for Tank, and it's hard for Dev. It's hard for us. You know what I'm saying? Because either you got niggas that don't want to accept you, or you got white people that don't. You see what I'm saying? So we hold our chin up just like the ones before us, whether it been the comrade George Lester Jackson, whether it be Huey Newton, whether it be Obama, whether it be, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you a plenty of light-skinned bad niggas that kick ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I got you. Ryan Garcia dropped the WBA strap. Now, according to, I don't know, I'm not sure about the WBA rule on this, but Tank Davis has the WBA Reggie belt. So apparently, whoever is in possession of the Reggie belt, now that Devin Haney has vacated the titles because he's campaigning at a higher weight, I'm hearing that the WBA is supposed to elevate Tank Davis to full champion status with the super title. But I saw on Twitter where Tank said that he don't want the belt. What say you about, how do you feel about that?
Well, that's why we dropped the belt, and that was why there was no motivation to stay at that weight, because he had ran or kept everybody quiet for 10 years, because he fought 30 times in that weight class. Mikey Garcia was there, Adrian Broner, Robert Eastern, you know what I mean? So to get those belts and to cement your legacy as king, I mean, it takes some work. And even when you offer it at a disadvantage to you, right? I mean, the 25% was a disadvantage to Devin when you just fought. You just signed a 3-fight deal to become undisputed, go across the pond. So it would have been a disadvantage for you to even negotiate for one fight, for nothing, because the dude didn't bring nothing to the table other than him being, what we're saying is, if you said that being a 3-division champion means something, does it mean something else?
You mean
it really means something?
Well,
Does being a 3-division champ really mean something?
Yeah, absolutely, it does.
And you negotiate.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It does.
It does. So if Devin moved up to 147 pounds and enforced his position to be a 3-division champion, wouldn't that be historic by 25?
I mean, that'd be historic, but remember, hold on. You know just as well as I know, it's not only being a champion, but it's who you fight as well. You know what I mean? Like you could be a 3-division champ, but if you fight Roller Romero,
okay, wait. Let me ask a question. Who is the toughest opponent on the face of the legendary, the quote unquote, the face of boxing resume? Who is their toughest opponent?
Shit, I don't know. What Isaac Cruz?
So he don't even have a champion. That's his toughest opponent on his resume.
I don't know what Isaac Cruz. Maybe Pedraza.
Well, take a look.
Maybe Pedraza. I'll probably say either. It's either Pedraza or Isaac Cruz.
No, wait.
Take
a look at his resume, so you guys are gonna make sure that you said what the face of boxing becomes the face of boxing by who they didn't fought. Now it's not about the belt. It ain't about the belt. So I'm gonna carefully take a look and pick who do they say? Who is the toughest opponent?
But I think when they say Tank is the face of boxing, they're not talking about his opponents. They're saying his drawing power at the box office. You know, because anytime you hear Calvin Ford speak or hear Booger Ray Leonard speak, they're talking about his drawing power. They're not talking about his opponents. They're just saying his ability to be able to be a draw.
But you think 17 years we've been running around and working out to not fight somebody? What the fuck? I don't know what that business plan is. They have been putting this to show the world how good he is. And so you saying that now we're going to fight someone else, not show the world how good we are, but we're going to make some money?
Listen, I'm not. Listen,
and then
Bill, I'm not.
You don't say that that's so.
No, hear me out. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just what they're saying. They're saying because he's a draw, that's what makes him the face of boxing. Devin Haney, for whatever the reason may be, a lot of people don't like. A lot of people on social media don't like Dev. They say he tried to be like Tank, this and that. They disregard his accomplishments. I don't get that, but that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. But whoever they is, that's what they're saying.
Yeah. And I'm glad that we address them. You know what I'm saying? Appropriately, because I think that they're strong enough and they're loud enough that they deserve me to respond to them. You know what I mean? And by me responding and saying that you guys are doing a great job, right? You're doing a great job with promoting that you're the face and not the best, right? We can't argue over the face because what that face was going into it, right? All them times that as a little boy, him running and looking and seeing these same belts that Sugar Ray and Floyd and Bernard and Mike Tyson and Jack Johnson. You can't manipulate us because you don't have the best fighters that the belts don't mean nothing. That's just like as soon as you get there, he says, oh, yeah, that don't mean nothing. And then we totally switch up from 17 years worth of working to fight a motherfucker. If that's what you want to say, then let you say that. But I asked one question. I said, I know you're the face. You got all the money and you can get it. Who is the best fighter on the resume? Who is the name that resonates with you guys? Is it Pedraza? Is it? That's the name that you guys will say. No, but I'm saying this.
I'll probably say Isak Cruz, but you know, Isak gave him a pretty tough fight.
Well, Isak Cruz just went life and death with Gianni Caballero.
Yeah, that's true. He did. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's on a fight by fight. You know, you was only as good as your last fight, according, you know, for what they say. So I don't know if that was because he had a bad performance or what. But
what do the chat say? Because I can't see what the chat says.
Oh, the chat. Well, I don't know. Somebody said Pitbull or Duck. Hey, shout out to Boxing Gyms. What did the chat say? And who do you guys say is Devin Haney's? Not Devin Haney's. Tank Davis's biggest best fight on his resume?
Yeah.
Santa Cruz. Yeah. Santa Cruz. One guy say Santa Cruz. Another guy say Barrios. Another guy say Gamboa. Another guy say Rowley. So it seems like it's all over the place. But one guy say Pedraza. There's no one is. There's not one set fight. Cruz, Pedraza, Rowley.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, but listen.
Now that'll show you how hard they are with the narrative, how hard of a job they're being. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be that hard. You know what I mean? To be a fan.
So you feel like you feel like
working overtime.
You used the word narrative a couple of times. So you feel like there's a narrative. Did you feel like there's a smear campaign out against Devin Haney?
Yeah, we love it.
And I'm asking you.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah.
Oh, so you saying you know it's a smear campaign against Dev?
Yeah. And the DH event. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, how are you, Alicia? Yeah. No, absolutely a smear campaign, viciously. But we love it. We love it because what it does is Devin brings an energy out in a person. You know what I mean? Whether it be whatever, right? But for us to put in this kind of work and you say, no, I don't care. I don't do this. That doesn't do nothing for me. So for you to do something either to get you riled up or, you know what I mean, to get you the heartfelt or get you whatever. So I respect all the energy that people give. And I think me and you talked about that off camera.
Yeah, we did.
I have a different, because I mean, golly, man, I don't know how many people in the chat, but man, they could be watching soccer, they could be watching baseball.
550 people.
Well, there's 500 people that could be crocheting and twiddling their thumbs and they listening. You know what I mean? So for that reason, I appreciate it. Even if you give us and say, well, we don't like that. What we would like you to do. That's actually the blueprint of success, man. Because this is for the people. The people is the one that pays. The people want to take care of you. So once you lose sight of that and start saying they paying because you're a light-skinned nigga, or they paying because you're jewelry, or they paying because, you know what I mean? You tweet every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I've been raw all my life, handsome and all the shit. So I don't think I can do that, pull that shit off with the people. Not for any longevity that they're gonna put you on the Mount Rushmore boxing, that you're gonna ever be remembered for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand for something. So you're gonna be remembered.
So Bill, I see what you're saying. Basically, what you're saying is Devin Haney, and I don't want to stay too much on this subject matter, but Devin Haney and Tank Davis seem like they're going two different career paths. Tank is more so, I'm trying to get as much money as I can make. Devin Haney is making money as well, but he's more concerned with legacy as well, having legacy-defining fights. So would you say that both fighters have two different business models? How they going about approaching the sport of boxing?
All right, thank you. Absolutely. Can we touch the balances and run down some? Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, and that's okay. What I'm saying is to the casuals of the sport and to even the hardcores, what we say on any given night is when we're fighting, this is the show. This is our show, and we're not going to change it up for nothing. We're not going to change it up because we're in a position that I'm not going to mention a good fighter like Matias' name. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm going to do, right? I'm gonna celebrate him and celebrate him and Coach Panda and where they are. You know what I mean? Just like I never said anything bad about Shakur. Shakur came out and said that he was the 135 division is being put on notice. Then he came back. He said, in particular, I want Devin Haney after he didn't make weight. Then he texted there and told him that the people put him up to it. So I came out and said, I said they didn't. I said that was a publicity stunt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just say that to say that's that model. We're full of energy. We tripping. You can say somebody's name. I don't care who he is. If he just came to the division or if he's not in the division, we tripping. We tripping.
Hey,
So,
Bill, I got a couple of super chats. Go ahead.
Okay, let me say that. But I'm also tripping to the point that we tripping so hard. We tripping on Regis Prograis viciously right now. We tripping on him, and we know there's other great fighters out there, but we're not gonna play stupid like, oh, well, we have opportunities, but we're not going to match up something right now while I'm thinking about him. But the more the merrier. The more opportunities there, the better. And we're gonna be consistent. We're consistent with delivering the fight. So watch us on December the 9th and be tuned in to our next move, inshallah.
Bill, what do you think about, we're going to get on Regis program. Let me read these super chats first, though. Shout out to Boston Gems. He said, tell Bill I said you're welcome for the film studies. He said, salute coach and Mr. Haney. Boston Gems. He said I guess he did a film study on your son.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And shout out
Boston Gems.
Shout out to Mr. Calderon.
I want to say.
Go ahead.
I want to tell you guys who told me about that. Who told me about Boxing Gems? But I got out of my phone.
Yeah, he good. Nah, but Jim's good. He's really good at breaking fight film down, styles and everything. It really educate a lot of the casual fans who don't know what they're seeing. He's really good at that, and he's fair.
Can you give him my number?
Yeah, I will. I will. Okay. Hey, shout out to Mr. Calderon. Dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. He said, hi, Bill, fan of your son. I have one question for you. When you guys move to 147, who are you going to pursue? Are you going to pursue a fight with Boots in the near future? Can you hear me, Bill?
Wait, hold on one second.
Yeah, I know you're in the store.
One second.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. Bill got us on hold. I think he's in the store or something. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Robin V. Shout out to Thuggin' D. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Thuggin' D. Timothy Bradley. My sister Lisa Bales. Goddess is in the building. The Natural. Summer in November is in the building. Who else we got? John B. Poetic. OP Gamer. Jamario is in the building. Rick Timms, what's going on, fam? Slick Rick, what's going on, man? Rick Timms in the building, man. Southside. Robin V. Larry Lopez. Timothy Stoudemire. Stephen X, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Raphael. Shout out to, who else we have? Mr. Calderon already got you. Shout out to Metal Hendrix in the building. Shout out to my sister Nick Rich. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to
Devin
Haney and Regis Prograis. December the 9th.
So I'm gonna ask you about Regis Prograis. So listen, Bill, let me tell you something. This is a dangerous fight for you guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I originally told you before, when Devin Haney was at 135, I said that, listen, man, if you move up to 140 and he fights somebody like a Regis Prograis, man, Dev gonna get hurt. He gonna get hurt real, but I had Regis beating him. I'm being honest with you. But some time has went by, and I thought about it. So styles make fights, and we know this. Styles make fights, and I said, you know what, man? Now when I think about it, I can see Devin Haney because I think he has a longer arm reach. I don't know what his punching power is going to be like, but he has pretty good footwork, longer arm reach. I can see Devin Haney just controlling the distance and range with the jab. He has pretty good timing and pretty much just winning this fight on points. I don't think that Devin can get into a dog fight with Regis. I think that's the wrong style. I think if Devin Haney get in a dog fight with Regis, he gonna get stopped. I'm being honest with you. I don't think he can dog, because you know this is how Regis like to fight. He's a mid-range to close-range fighter. Now, I'm not asking you to give away your game plan. That's just my assessment. I could be totally wrong, but what say you?
Well, that's the thing is earning the admiration and the respect for you and your viewers and everybody alike. You can't go up to Oakland and talk about you're a bad motherfucker from the town and you come up with some Rudy Pook guy. You know what I mean? So one thing that he didn't have the name cachet, but when a person takes and investigates it, right? The casual will say, who is this guy? And then you actually get to see him and you see he ain't no punk, and you see there's knockouts. You see he's everything that the face of boxing would pick versus what the face of boxing hasn't picked. You see what I mean? Regis has athletic ability. He's awkward. He's a southpaw. And they said that we kept getting hit with left hand from Loma. So we bring in a guy with knockout power in his left hand. You know what I mean? To answer the question, right? To answer the question and to continue, right? Pushing this boxing shit forward, right? You guys are the one that said it. You said that Loma was pulling up on Tank. So we pulled up on Loma. You said fucking Gary Russell was pulling up on Terrence Crawford. And now you say Matias is the guy. You said that it was you said it was Loma.
They keep moving the
man,
goalposts.
we do this shit because but keep as long as they keep moving it, we're gonna keep having opponents. You know what I'm saying? And they keep having egg on their face. So just tune in. We're not ruling out nobody. Devin is the best fighter in the world. He's number one because of his movement, the way he's fighting and what he do. What you see the style of fighting. You see he used the right hand on there, he used the jab on there. He go inside, he go outside. You see what I mean?
So,
and he boxed and fought with.
So when you guys when you guys move up to 147, I mean, of course I don't want to be premature because you can't look past the opponent you have Saturday. So I do get it. Right. But the question one of the subscribers asked was, if you guys go to 147, do you plan on fighting Jaron Boots Enis in the future if you decide to go up that way?
Oh, listen. Absolutely, we would never, if the opportunity presented and Devin was ready for that fight, to not get in the ring with Boots Enis. Boots Enis is a tremendous talent, and it sounds a bit far-fetched, Devin and Boots, right? But because Boots is who he is, and Devin might see an opportunity to dare to be great, to go up and do it. But we give it all props to Boots that nobody says this guy's name, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so outside of
Conor McGregor.
Crawford,
not Conor McGregor. Conor Ben calling him out, but Conor Ben said he wants to smoke.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, when you talk about somebody with a profile and a platform like Dev, you know what I'm saying? So Dev's gonna say, and what we're gonna say is, Boots is a great fighter, but it's not a fight that we're ready for right now. It's not a fight that's now. You know what I mean? And because Boots has been 147 pounder he's down at his tail of his last end there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's gonna be moving up soon.
Get up and he's gonna be moving up soon.
Yeah.
So naturally, while we were talking about building and doing what we do, the distractors, they want to throw Boots. They want to throw Boots in front of us. You know what I'm saying? But and out of respect of Boots, we say that it's a big name, and I don't put no punch.
So are you saying that I don't want to put any words in your mouth when you say they? Are you saying that Devin Haney detractors, every time Devs beat someone, they want to throw another guy in front of him? Well, we want you to fight Matias. We want you to fight Boots.
No, but they throw him
we want
in
you to
front
fight
of
this guy,
fighter.
that guy. When it comes to their favorite fighter, i.e. like maybe a Tank Davis or maybe a Shakur Stevenson or whoever's a part of the popular crowd, are you saying that when it comes to those guys, these detractors of Devin Haney, they don't have that same energy for the Tanks and the Shakurs and those guys than they do with Regis? I mean, then they do with Dev.
No, but they have the energy. They have the energy to go out and to go against Dev on the internet, right? And want a Shakur fight, but then when Shakur fight and when he's fighting Vegas, they don't go to the plate. If he's the boogeyman, why do you don't support the boogeyman, whoever he fights? Because they're really Tank Davis fans with a Shakur costume on. You know what I mean? They got the mustache. I'm like, are you really a Shakur fan? Or are you know what I mean? But it's really a Tank Davis fan.
Hey, so
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
You know what I'm saying? He's
Bill.
like, how did you know? How did you know? I said, cause you wasn't at Shakur's motherfucking fight, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about? Tank Davis fans? No, wait. Tank Davis fans go to Tank Davis fight.
Right.
But they don't go to nobody else's fight.
Right.
You mean you won't see Tank Davis fans at our fight. That's why I said when they do meet, it's gonna be two arenas full of people that's gonna need a stadium, maybe a Legion Stadium.
Right.
Because we do it for real, just like they do it for real. And I never said that. I say they go out and support Tank. But y'all on the computer acting like you supporting Shakur, and then when it comes time for them to sell tickets, y'all don't show up.
No,
y'all don't show up for the man.
But see, this is the thing, Bill. This is the thing, Bill. Like, and I say this time and time again. A lot, you got some people like boxing, Twitter, and then boxing on YouTube, social media. It's a small niche, right? So a lot of these guys, a lot of people like to argue for the sake of arguing, but they're not actually supporting these fighters like that. Take as a draw. I do get that, but just to piggyback on what I'm saying. So to clarify, you're saying that when it comes to Devin Haney, his detractors have all types of different stipulations that they place on Devin Haney that they don't place on a Tank Davis or any of these other popular fighters. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's a place on the Mount Rushmore of boxing for that guy that wants to fill that criteria, whoever steps up. I think as fans, they support, you know what I mean? They support the real. Of course, our numbers reflect that our community supports us privately. You know what I'm saying? They come and watch, they come and, you know what I mean? Our numbers on YouTube, they watching the videos, our number on Instagram. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. There's a big part of them, right? I'm thankful for them. You know what I'm saying? I just say that they're not 100% honest when it comes to the mega fight. You know what I mean? They keep putting these other paychecks in front of us, which is good. You know what I mean? Which is cool too, because they create the narrative. They build the other fighter. Instead of killing us off, they're building Matias for a paycheck for us. They're building Regis for us. They're helping build what ultimately that if we weren't who we were, they would destroy it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. But the people will see eventually. They say, man, why y'all don't fight him? Y'all keep saying all this shit. Why y'all don't fight him? And on that day, they'll say, you know what? I think that I'm gonna go ahead and leave with Devin and Bill. What car y'all in, man?
Hey.
Like, wait, hold on. They say, listen, you know how when they was in the head, or how the girl, after she just got fed up with all the nerves, she said, hey, I'll meet you outside. What car are you in? I said, baby, I'm in the valet. I'm in the pretty black one right there.
Hey, Bill, what does the face of boxing mean to you? What is that? What is that? What is the definition? What is the definition of the face of boxing? Because you have guys. Hold on, hear me out, Bill. You got to let me speak. Listen, so I'm gonna tell you why I say this. Because on social media, me being a content creator, I noticed that it's Tank Davis fans, Devin Haney fans, and Shakur Stevenson fans are having like a civil war with each other. All these fan bases are fighting online. Tank Davis got a lot of fans. They don't like Shakur fans, and they don't like Shakur. They don't like Devin Haney. And then vice versa. Haney fans against Shakur, against Tank. Shakur fans against...
I disagree.
Why you disagree?
I don't think it's no industry. Because there's no Shakur fans. There's Tank fans, hoes and there's Shakur fans that really, there's no civil war like that. Because why I say that is because if there were real fans, they would have went out and supported in Vegas. They would have supported. So there's not real fans. There's not. They're not real fans. They're Tank fans. So there's one war. There's only one war. Right?
Okay, so Shakur ain't got no fans.
Wait, watch this. No. Shakur ain't got no fans. And listen, no, he doesn't. And they're Devin Haney haters. We do have some of those that are consistently like that woman that followed Ali to the business time. Yeah. He said, I just can't stand you. Yeah. I just cannot stand
I remember that.
You, the
that
dad.
White woman.
No, the dad. No, you know what? And
that white woman, I remember that.
And somebody is listening, and they saying, I just can't stand that kid is just so, good to his dad that his dad is on there talking shit. Why don't somebody shut him up? I couldn't do that. Me and my kid didn't get along. But if we had got along, we could be doing just what Bill and Devin is doing. God damn, man. With somebody just oh shit. Not him again. Yeah. But listen, when your son is special, You can pull up to various. You can just say, pat some callers in.
Yeah.
Right? Your business is, you know what I mean? But now if you ask us about soccer, or you ask us about rocket science, well, then you might stump us. But we're only talking about something that we've been in the game 17 years doing. 138 amateur fights, 30-0 pro. They've been around the best of them and shared game with the rest of them. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Go down and crowd it.
Hey, Bill, I gotta say this, Bill. Bill, some of these questions I be talking to you about, Bill, it seem like Bill, you be filibustering.
No, what I'll be doing is, I'm saying is, we only got a certain amount of time, and we got to be consistent to get out the appropriate, positive information, right?
Yes,
Once
sir.
some of those questions are those questions to derail my thinking and derail my message. But I'm just as consistent with the matter and the work at hand as Devin is inside the ring.
Bill, so this Saturday, Regis Prograis, Devin Haney.
Yes.
This is gonna be a hell of a fight. I can make an argument for why both sides can win this fight. I'm kind of edging it out to Devin Haney, to be fair, because of the style that I think that Devin is going to be able to implement against Regis. You know, Regis he's a very crafty veteran. I don't know why you guys pick Regis, but apparently, you know, Devin Haney feels that he can handle himself in there with the Regis, and right now it's going down. You say the fight is sold out. You sold about 14,000 tickets so far, right?
Yeah, listen, I know you just seen, I don't know exactly how many, but when I seen the Warriors playing that joint, because it's going to be my first time, it surely is a lot of people there. There's a whole lot of seats. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it, Coach. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you one thing, and if I didn't answer any questions outside of it's going to be a hell of a fight on December the 9th, I'll tell you, I promise you, I'll be back. And maybe you know what I mean? Because I'm so focused and tunnel vision on this guy because he is everything that you said that he is. And he's going to be everything to bring out something special in Devin for people to know, okay, this is a cut above a real class act. Because right now, the youngsters are up under a lot of scrutiny. They're up under a lot of scrutiny. That light is on them. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
You talking about Regis? The light is on Regis?
No. The light is on the youngsters, the young crop. Whether it be Shakur, whether it be Ryan, whether it's Dev, whether it's Teofimo. Okay, so we done got a lot of press. They've labeled them as the Four Kings. You know, and it's been some stumbling that's going on. You know what I mean? Devin has now an opportunity to put some even more distance between him and the rest of the future of the boxing.
See, this is what I disagree with, Bill, as it relates to. I'm not saying you, but the people who labeled them the Four Kings. You can't label these guys the Four Kings. You can't compare them to whether it's Dev, Tank, Shakur, or Tio, whoever, right? You can't label these guys the Four Kings yet because, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Duran, and Hearns are some big shoes to fill. And my issue is I think they be giving these young fighters titles too fast. Like this what pisses me off. You know, in one breath, this generation online, they defecate on the old school fighters. And they do that because of Floyd Mayweather. He was the one that was one of the main ones talking about, the old school guys, they died broke and this and that, and I'm doing this and that, and I'm greater than all of them in one breath, right? So you get that, the defecation of the old school guys. But then when you want to call a new school fighter great, they compare them to the same old school fighters that they was defecating on. So I think that we'll know whether these guys, Tank, Devin is on the right path. Tank, Devin, Shakur, and Tio's on the right path as well. Take my hat off to him. We'll see if those guys are the Four Kings as time go by. Right now, I just think there's no comparison. I can't do that. I can't compare them to no Four Kings.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. But, I mean, some of the things that they have done were definitely king-like. And, when it came down to it, they didn't show their actual kingship. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that gave Devin the opportunity to set himself apart. Although he's younger than all of them, you see what I mean? It's just his opportunity to stick out. And alhamdulillah for that. You know what I mean? Everything that they're not, it gives us, you know what I mean, even more credence to reach out into the people and do some of those things. And like I can't reiterate enough. After this December the 9th, we're back in pole position. We're fighting for position to be able to pick and make the biggest fights happen on whatever platform, network, or part of this planet that we live on is at. You know what I mean? So that's what this is all about. It's always been about legacy, but not only about legacy, about staying in the driver's seat and being a boss. And whatever that fight is that the people are saying that they come on. But I'm gonna tell you one thing to the Tank fans. You're not gonna fool us and start talking about Matias, and then we get there and y'all don't show up.
I get what you're saying. Hey, Bill, now I'm gonna let you go, but I got one thing. I'm gonna call you later because I want to talk to you about something. It ain't got nothing to do with boxing. I'll call you about that off
okay.
air.
Oh,
But
absolutely. Absolutely.
Is there anything that you want to let the fans know? We got this fight coming up. I'm gonna be talking about doing shows all week about Devin Haney and Regis Prograis, how I see this fight going down. Is there a focus? Is he really focused for this fight? I know it seems like a dumb question.
Devin is extremely focused. It gives me an opportunity, of course, right now, to relax. We just, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing you're going to learn the week of the fight that you didn't already cover and study. This is a time when you relax. There does media. And it just kind of cools out. And, of course, now we have an opportunity. We have a 5-pound cushion to land on that we didn't have before. You know what I mean? Same fighter, just a 5-pound cushion that we won't know what the difference is until fight night. But we're expecting a very big difference because he's not been able to fight out any other division because he had to kill every narrative because that's what he wanted to be, the king of the lightweight division. Such prestigious division that had the Roberto Duran, the Sugar Ray, Floyd Mayweather, the Pernell Whitakers. You know what I mean?
Nelson, Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah. So now, obviously, we're looking forward to this, to cementing Devin as a 2-division world champion, and then looking forward to the options from there, King.
All right. So, there anything else you want to lead to the fans before you go? Anything else you want to say?
No, absolutely. We're having a smooth day, man. Unfortunately, like I said, there's very, very limited seats that you can come and get now. And if I really know you, I'll try to work my way out and get you a folding chair in the hallway just for the Devin Haney haters. We're going to line you guys up for the Devin Haney haters. But what you have to do is you have to write an essay of how much you hate Devin and send it in my DM. And you will win a lucky chair to listen to the fight in the hallway. You won't be watching, but you will be listening. And a folded chair.
All right, man, Bill.
Thank you, King. Bless you. And listen, once again, you can follow Devin Haney on all platforms, and you can catch me on your ass. I'll come right back on if you have anything bad to say about Devin that's out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. Hey, bless you, King.
All right, salute, Bill. Sorry to be like that. Bill said for the Devin Haney haters, I'm gonna give you a chair that fold up, and you can sit out in the hallway and listen to the fight.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.